Welcome to Hangman Tarot. If you have not joined me at Hangman Tarot, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started in just a minute, but first, subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Go ahead and click the bell so you don't miss any of my notifications for Hangman Tarot and your future tarot card readings. We're going to get into our oracle reading. We're going to find out his current energy for Kelly Slater, a professional surfer. We're going to get into a tarot card confirmation of these oracle cards and get into all the gossip, the juice, the tea on this professional surfer celebrity type. And we're going to go over his astrology first. So we're going to quickly get into things. Remember, hit subscribe. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to go over his stuff. He's also known as Robert Kelly Slater, and he is an American surfer. Let me find this. Okay, he's a famous professional surfer from Florida, United States. He's known for his historic 11-time win at the ASP World Tour. And he won it 5 times at a stretch, breaking surfer Mark Richards' record. He has also won several other championships, including Boost Mobile Pro, Billabong Pro, and Rip Curl Pro, amongst many others. Not just a surfer, his talented athletes have diverse interests, some of them being music and film. So he appeared in 37 movies and documentaries, which is really cool. Some of them being Surf's Up and The Summer 2, Down the Barrel, and Fighting Fury. He's also known for his brief appearances in the famous TV series Baywatch. That's right, people. 90s Baywatch. Apart from acting, he's also dabbled in writing, starting off with an autobiography titled Pipe Dreams, A Surfer's Journey, and later I can't talk today. Don't worry about it. I did it in the other reading too. He brought his best efforts in Kelly Slater for the Love. This renowned surfer is also humanitarian and environmentalist. So he is not only concerned about marine life because his love for the oceans, but also makes efforts to spread awareness regarding suicide prevention. My kind of guy. Thank you so much for that effort. He is also associated with the organization Sea Shepherd Conservation Society and Surfers Against Suicide. Beautiful. To know more about this life, works, and achievements, read on. We're not going to read on, so I don't want to know anymore because, that ruins it. He was born February 11th, 1972 in Florida. Cocoa Beach. Listen, I want that to be my birthplace. Cocoa Beach. That's beautiful. United States. He's an Aquarius. His moon sign is a Capricorn. So he's a little bit of earth and air for his dominance. His birth path is 5. So this is actually the same exact Tom Holland had birth path of 5 also. Let's get into this reading. Again, doing those oracle cards, getting a current energy. And then we will confirm through tarot card reading. Currently in a place of thinking something through. Either that or he needs to think it through. But he's definitely... there's a little bit of a delay on claiming some sort of art. Now, this could be something of a creative work. This could be something like maybe a picture was taken and it was like an amazing photo and he needs to claim those types of things. Or he just needs to claim his, deep inner intuition, deep inner creativity, however it resonates for him. But this is definitely something that he's required to do at the moment. So currently just not wanting to do it maybe, or just not in a place where he's doing it. And he is needing to do something a little bit different. And that probably has something to do with claiming his art or his creativity. Changing things up really allows you to get creative. It gives you a sense of push. It just pushes you. But again, just trying to think things through currently and in a place of needing to claim, his deeper creativity and doing something differently. There's nothing wrong with that, or trying to get into something different. But it seems like he does a lot of different shit. I'm feeling like he's definitely somebody who is multitasking, or used to anyway. All right, let's get into this reading. We're going to find out all about the celebrity in the first moments of this reading, and then we'll get into all of his challenges that were in the past, present, as well as how he may feel about himself versus how the world sees him. And then we're going to get into a likely outcome for the rest of the month into June for Mr. Slater. All right. Currently, what about the celebrity? Ay, ay, ay. Got the devil upright. We also have our 9 of cups in reverse, as well as our queen of wands in reverse. So what I'm getting is that there might be a little bit of some romance blues. I really don't want to, blow the top off of this, but it looks like the spark is dwindling. There's definitely some sort of sense around this queen of wands energy who is feeling like things are losing their purpose in the situation, or the current energy is extremely different than, kind of where they originally started from. I mean, whomever he is with, this is something that, is a very long-term relationship. It does feel like there's a little bit of spark that needs to kind of show up, or what can he, change up? What can he do to get a little more creative and inventive, especially with this queen of wands? What can he do to get into more of, a focus in the relationship? So that is confirming the tarot, the oracle card reading. So, yeah, because he's not dating really. He's definitely, lack of like any kind of achievements on the board as far as a relationship within the past month or even year. And it's just like she's feeling as if she's not really getting what she needs here, or, at all in general. And there is no dating between the two of them. But there is, there is a connection. There is a romantic feeling here. There is, some sort of long-term relationship, not necessarily marriage, but it's like, they're almost there. They're almost at the point where this could just, be like this, the best relationship in the world. But there is some issues here. There's definitely some issues for sure. The fulfillment, it's just not feeling as fulfilled. The shine, the spark, the zazazoo, the sparkle, honey. Where the hell did it go? That's what she's like. What the hell happened here? Yeah, for sure. And on his vibe, he's definitely like feeling like he's unable to move forward with the situation. It just really feels out of control, and he feels almost impulsive when he's having to deal with this kind of shit. He's just like, I don't know how to do that. I feel trapped when I'm dealing with this kind of stuff. He could even be dealing with some sort of an addiction. Now, I don't know what that would mean for him, but the inability to move forward and the habits that you create around that can be an addiction. I mean, surfing can be an addiction if it's really affecting your relationship. I mean, playing video games or smoking cigarettes or taking too much, Coca-Cola at night. It's just, if these things are, affecting your relationship or your life at all, you definitely could be in a place where you're kind of trapped behind the habits that you hold. So just kind of even being rigid in your ways. Like, I understand that. Like, I'm rigid in my ways. I get really annoyed if I have to step outside my schedule. I'm like, excuse me. No, we're not. We're not doing that. All right, let's find out what's going on as far as a challenge that is in the past for Mr. SLATER. Excuse me. So there was a lot of victory in the past, okay? Something he definitely knows he can reflect on. There was definitely some sort of a conquest, a victory, constantly achievements. Self-love was, blooming out of his ass, if you will. Overcommitted, though. And there was a lot of force when it came to something, especially something dealing with something with expenses, maybe financials, or just like in general, as far as security in a relationship. So the force here, it's feeling like there was a relationship. In the relationship, though, I'm feeling like there was nothing traditional about it. So the values were very solid. It was secure. It was stable. But there was no like wedding or ceremony or tradition. It's not really indicating if there was an ending here, but it just, the positivity, the believing in each other, that was all there. The center, you're the center of my world. You're the center of my attention. I definitely have a clear vision of our truth as far as, the energy in this relationship. I think he would have felt like way overcommitted if he would have, married anyone at that time. I don't know what that means. It was a new ending, very much a beginning. That's weird. But it brought conflict to the situation. There was a little bit of conflict with this. Definitely some sort of a conflict with this. I'm just feeling like, even in the mastering, even if you're the most positive individual in the world, you're still going to have issues. This was definitely a relationship challenge or experience for him that he got through. Yes, and he got through it with a lot of truth. He was very honest about what he was doing. He never shifted his perception and didn't tell this other person. So they were very aware of it, to me. Yeah, but his wealth is good. His security has been good even then and still to this date. But that relationship, again, it was a very stable relationship. There just was nothing traditional about it. All right. Let's find out the challenge that is the most present in this moment. Page of Wands reverse, the Fool in reverse, Queen of Swords. Whew. Learning how to be intuitive, energetic. Like, how do we connect here? So, sexually, and trying to initiate any kind of flirting and being like putting the potential back into this motherfucking relationship, whatever this relationship is. Now, this relationship could have been the one in the past, or it could be the one present. I'm just seeing a lot of the same elements in general. Even though, you know, there's definitely some sort of moment or, you know, time to connect, reconnect, or, you know, learn how to reinvent in a relationship. It's almost like he doesn't want to hear the advice on it still. Okay. He doesn't want to hear about it. All right. And coming from her side of things, though, she wants to talk it out. And she knows she can't change him. She'll never be able to change him, he or she. They won't even try. They don't even want to try. And she's already very independent, very clear on what she wants in her life, but the communication that she gives him is wonderful. She's able to communicate very well. She's not fucking around though. Like, she's not fucking around. Like, she's logical about it. She wants to be inspired in this relationship. That's the challenge. Is he's got a very immature kind of outlook on the relationship or the situation, and he doesn't want to hear about it. He doesn't want to hear about it. He doesn't, you know, like, I'll do what you need me to do. I just don't want you to sit here and, you know, give me this idea of what love needs to be. In love, he is a little delusional. In love, he's not taking these bounds and leaps of faith every day that he's supposed to. It's just, you know, clicking down, and she's like, are you coming? Like, we need to do this. Like, we need to be in this relationship. But it's like, again, her independence has definitely saved her from her, you know, or him, whatever, in being in this relationship. Her independence has really helped to keep her and attain her there, while he does, you know, his boy thing. Stupid boys. Boys drool. Girls rule. That's all I got to say. All right, let's find out how he sees himself. All right, Five of Swords in reverse. We've got our Four of Pentacles, and that is in an upright position. So with this Five of Swords in reverse, he definitely can see his good and his bad side. He can see that he can be extremely controlling. He's a little stagnant sometimes. He kind of like hangs out in limbo every so often. But I mean, physically, he can be, yeah, he tries to control everything. He's very possessive, and but he's realistic, and he's down to earth. But the relationship confuses him constantly. It's just a thing, but it is nearing the end of the relationship, or a new cycle in the relationship. An ending though, if he doesn't get his shit together. You can be as positive and Mr. Hip dippity doo, but if you are not fucking like playing the game with your queen or your king, you're gonna lose them. That's what it is. That's all that I got to say. He is overwhelmed with the Five of Swords in reverse. He's definitely in a place where he's like, I feel like that's really, really hard. I feel unfocused. I feel untethered. I feel like I can't hold on to this very long. I can't. I'm going to get burnt out. He's unfocused. There's like a scattering of the winds. He's just like, I don't want to communicate about it. He's a typical guy. Like, I'm not going to lie. He's a typical guy. Yeah, he's still physical though. Like, there's still a physical, like, fertile want sexually. And again, like, he's unfocused because, you know, he doesn't like doing that shit. That's just how it is. He's going to try hard, but he's going to let her down. That's, that's all I'm hearing here. Okay. Let's find out how the world sees him. If you were a fan of Kelly Slater's, this is what you all see. Ace of Swords, that is going to be in a reverse position. Two of Swords, that is an upright position. Okay, so the world kind of seen him make a choice. There was definitely some sort of decision to be made, evaluate some sort of a decision-making time. He knew the answer the entire time, and that's kind of how the world was seeing it. But it was almost like he covered his eyes up to the truth. So he pretended to just be really knowing about it. But again, when it comes to thoughts or struggles within the mind, it's like, however you're dealing with this or communicating with this, it's going to show and tell a lot about somebody. And that's as far as us kind of watching him. It's just like a very positive way. But there was a judgment call that was made. And it's almost like with this judgment call came a lot of struggle, a lot of cloudiness. It's almost like he had an idea or something that didn't happen. He had an idea and he wouldn't make the final or the right choice, because the right choice would have been something of more of the truth. So I don't know if he sold out. He sold out, man, hang 10. Like, I don't know if it was something like that, or if like he literally just lost passion for something, became uninterested. I don't know if he gets depressed and maybe that's why he deals with the suicide stuff. But I definitely feel when you're not making a choice, you've lost some passion for something you truly fucking love. You seem uninterested. It just, to me, that screams depression. It really screams depression and not wanting to make a choice here, especially on something like this guy's into everything. His paws and his fingers and his nails and his rings, they're in everything. Like, he is a part of everything. So when you're doing all that and then you're in a place where you can't, and the world's watching you not make choices and lose a little bit of passion, that sounds like depression to me. Yeah, needing more action. All right, likely outcome for our month into June here. 3 of Pentacles. We got our King of Pentacles. That is in a reverse. We have our 8 of Pentacles upright. Darling. All right, likely outcome here for the next month or so. So, I mean, how old is this man? It just keeps going into, he's kind of lazy now. Let's see here. I think he has every right to be lazy at this point. It's just like, why can't we just be lazy? Like, who the fuck said we had to keep moving all the time? Like, like, especially when you're 50. He's 50 years old. Let the man sleep. That's all I got to say about that. Like, fuck. All right. He's still continuing to prove himself or try to put himself in these places where he's proving himself. There is some potential planning. Now, this could have something to do with, materials of things, or just an experience through the senses or experience externally. He's definitely, as far as the physical world, he is planning something. And he's, again, still trying to prove himself physique-wise. He's like, I don't play around with that. But whatever he's going to be planning, it has something to do with teamwork. So again, that is upcoming in the next month or so. But he's, there's going to be brought in a lot of laziness. He's looking all over at the things that, it's like he's looking over the things that matter right now. I don't know what that means, but like mind-wise, it's like, where are we? I just feel like he's getting older, and it's like, when I get older, I hope to God people call me lazy and lack of motivation. I'll be like, yeah, damn right, and I fucking meant it. So the relationship, again, is popping up with the 8 of Pentacles upright. The relationship here, it's going to end if he doesn't deal with whatever he needs to deal with. He needs to learn about, getting into a place where he can fulfill or master how to deal with this situation, because he's very hasty, he's very quick, he's very impatient. And as far as being in a relationship and changing that would require training. And so to expand on that, he would need to get into a place where he's working on that. The relation, yeah, it needs to change. Like, that is a dead giveaway. That's something that it keeps popping up every time I pull cards up. So again, he will be proving himself, but he is feeling unstable. He's feeling lazy, and that's kind of likely outcome of the next month or so. I mean, he's a beach bum. What do we expect from this person? He's had children. He's surfed pipes or, water pipe, whatever the waves, right? I don't even know. I don't know anything about surfing. I don't know anything about anything. I'm getting out of here before I exhaust you all. Please, I hope that you enjoyed the entirety of that reading. If you have any questions, comments, requests for celebrities, check out the comment section, leave something there, or go ahead in the details below. All my social media is there. You can get a hold of me in any of those platforms, as well as share, like, and follow on all of your social media, these videos that do pop up, especially if they resonate. Go ahead and share them on your social media, and tune in for your next readings. They will be popping up tomorrow. Like usual, I will be getting out your general and love predictions for the beautiful month of June. Sunshine and barbecues. See you later.